Its energy surrounds us and binds us.
What is up, nerds, and welcome back to the Carbonite Convos podcast. Today is episode 80, being recorded on Wednesday, July 27th. And I know you guys are probably a little confused because we just had episode 79 drop yesterday, but Alec and I made a very dumb mistake, and we edited the video, got everything ready, and then just realized yesterday that we forgot to
little miscommunication on our part there.
Yep, we forgot to post it, so that is on us. You can check that out. We did a Star Wars meme reaction. Moving forward, that is going to be a series that you can find on Carbonite Convos, specifically just on YouTube. It will be exclusive to a viewing platform only.
Love how you call it exclusive.
Well, it's
exclusive. Makes it sound like elite, bro. It just makes it sound elite. I love it.
It makes YouTube sound exclusive.
It's quality content, my man.
It is quality. But it was a lot of fun, but we just realized, we are on all the podcast platforms, and it's not the best for those type of platforms. So we're just going to do it as a kind of like a bonus playlist for you guys if you're ever interested in watching us get drunk and just laugh at some Star Wars memes. But today's episode is all about Marvel. Last week was Star Wars, and it was very informal. This week is informal too, but we had so much happen. And
we have so much to talk about.
So much. As a Marvel fan, I am so excited. I can't wait for the future of the MCU. I don't mind being patient. I love that we have all this coming out in the next few years. But we're definitely Alec and I are just on here to talk about the recent announcements from San Diego Comic-Con and everything that has followed. So, Alec, how ready are you to talk about this stuff?
I'm really ready. This is going to be a lot, and honestly, I don't really know where this is going to go. We're going to do our best to stay through the timeline, but odds are we get a little sidetracked here and there. So bear with us. We will cover all the information. I'm really excited to talk about some Spider-Man stuff at the end of this. So
we have a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, my man.
How we're going to start this off is, luckily, we tried to find a recap of San Diego Comic-Con of just the video, and Soups, so shout out. Soups was there, and he was able to get a video of the Phase 5, Phase 6 announcements. So what we're going to do, it's about 4 minutes long. We're going to, Alec and I do know what's coming out, but we're going to watch this together just as a reminder. We have to pause it along the way. We can pause it, but we are going to watch this, react to it, and then just get into anything and everything about these announcements. So we are starting. Alec, I'm ready if you are.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I am ready to go in 3, 2, 1.
When I was on this stage in 2019, we introduced Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And believe it or not, almost everything
I can't believe we're almost done.
And now, believe it or not, we are approaching the end of Phase 4 when She-Hulk Attorney at Law comes out. And
That'll be dope.
this November,
I find it
Phase 4
interesting
comes
that
to a close.
Fantastic Four originally was supposed to end Phase 4.
Black Panther, baby. You can go check out our trailer reaction.
That's going to be sick. I would have loved to have been here, man.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Mania kicks off Phase 5.
Ant-Man, baby.
Coming to Disney Plus,
MODOK.
Secret Invasion.
MODOK,
Villain.
yes. Secret Invasion, big stuff about that.
Galaxy Volume 3. We are
I could only imagine being there for this.
For Disney Plus Echo, and I can't wait for you to meet
Echo, that's going to be huge.
That is huge, dude.
I can't wait for that.
sequel to Captain Marvel
Should see a few people in there. That's shooting right now. That's
2,
hype.
starring Mahershala Ali.
I'm very
Me
excited
too,
for
bro.
Blade.
Me too.
Our series Ironheart is a part of Phase 5 shooting right now.
She's popping up in Black Panther.
Mhm.
Did I say Panther? Panther.
Name change there. I think that's interesting.
What?
Covenant
Agatha?
Chaos. It was supposed to be House of Harkness.
You're right. Yo,
New World Order.
Captain America 4,
That's
baby.
hype,
I
bro.
cannot wait.
And rounding
Cannot
out phase
wait.
5, we have a series on Disney Plus. This is very special. It is going to be an 18-episode first season.
Dude, 18 episodes. Oh my God, bro.
Can't wait. I can't wait
Ooh,
for
let's go.
Born Again, baby. I cannot wait for that. Cannot wait.
I hope you've heard of Mr. Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio.
I'm hyped to see what suit he's in.
It's gonna be
July
the yellow.
26, 2024.
Is that what they said?
Oh, yes. Hold up. Yes, we have to talk about that. The
Wow.
Thunderbolts. Hell yeah. Yep.
The Thunderbolts capping off phase 5, and we will go through the team.
That's gonna be
another
good.
day. There are many more surprises to come.
We still have several team members to add.
Had a little bit with
Mhm.
phase 6.
Surprised they went this far into it, bro.
But they only gave a couple.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
Now there's a lot of dates there, and I am not going to be plenty of time to have more surprises to take you through everything. But you might want to know how Phase 6 ends. And there are 2 films that bring
This is
Phase 6 to a close.
insane.
Huge. I've watched this and I'm getting goosebumps again.
Dude, same. Could you imagine being there? No, this music's insane, God.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, buddy.
Oh
Gang
my
Dynasty.
God, bro.
I can't wait.
Secret Wars, dog.
Secret
No
Wars,
way.
baby. Oh man.
It's
Yes,
crazy.
sir. Yes, sir. All right. So we just went through that. All right. Dude,
I'm trying to
I've
get out of
already
this full
watched
screen.
that.
There
No,
we go.
you're good. I've already watched that. And yet watching it again has me so damn hype.
Yeah, man, I'm really excited for all of that. And to be honest, it's a lot to break down all at once. There's so much information here. So I'd really like to go
Kind of in order.
in order as much as possible. I know we had some
Yeah.
initial reactive thoughts through that. But there's obviously some specific things we're looking forward to and expecting in each of those. So I'd like to get into that.
Yeah, definitely. So number 1 on the list is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Now, I know you're going to be mad at me when the trailer drops, but there was a leaked trailer.
Mhm.
I watched it.
I did not watch it.
I watched it because I was like, I don't want to see a spoiler and me not have watched it,
Mhm.
which the trailer looks dope. It does look really cool. With you not watching it, it's pretty much exactly what you would expect. You know, they
Go in the quantum realm.
yeah, like
Like-
everything. It looks super awesome. And I'm sure you've seen the pictures of Cassie Lang in her suit.
I have
So,
not.
Okay, well that's something that's known. They don't show it in the trailer, at least the 25% of the screen that was showing in the leaked
Mhm.
footage. But she is in it. She has
Oh.
a purple suit, so it's awesome.
I can't believe I haven't seen that. I hasn't come across anything.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think the big news is that MODOK is the main villain.
We were expecting Kang.
Well,
were
Kang's
think-
in it.
Is he
Kang's in
okay?
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Kang is in it. But yeah, the main villain is MODOK, which is super cool. I think one thing I saw is that his face in the movie, it's not going to be all mangled and everything like it is
Mhm.
traditionally. It's more technological. It's more robotic.
Interesting.
Which is super interesting because it kind of reminds me of how Zola was in his computer form.
Right.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Zola at one point was MODOK.
Mm-hmm.
So that has me very, very intrigued. I don't know. Because I feel like Hydra has to come back up at some point in
Sure.
the MCU.
I could see
And
it not be. I know it's not going to be him this time. But I could see it bringing, like you were saying, bringing Hydra back up, where it's the same technology that was
Yeah.
like stolen or taken and refounded by like a new sort of Hydra. I think
Yeah.
that'd be super cool.
Definitely, definitely. So I don't have too much about Ant-Man. I'm super excited for it. The main news was MODOK being the main villain, but I'm super excited about that.
For sure.
You're gonna Anybody watching this from start to finish should have like a little tally marker and say, like, count how many times we say, yeah, but I'm super excited about that one.
Nowadays you can bet on anything. So
True.
I'm going to set the over under at 13 and a half.
13 and a half. All right.
Okay.
So,
When I go
can't
back
bet on it.
when I go back and edit this later, I'm going to count them. Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to see.
Well, see, now it's in my mind, but
Yeah.
either way. Next up, Secret Invasion. Now we know this, we know it has to involve scrolls.
Mhm.
We know that Nick Fury is a part of it. So I know during the announcement, during the reaction, you said, you kind of had some thoughts.
Yeah. So I watched one of Straw Hat Goofy's videos, and he was there and saw a preview or a trailer for it. And one thing he said, bro, is like this is gonna change a lot of things about Fury.
Well,
Because he's a huge part of this. Like he's gonna be
Yeah.
like the main hero. Him and Maria Hill, I'm assuming,
Yeah.
as far as Avenger-esque characters, they're gonna be our main heroes we follow right there. So we're gonna get a lot more of Sam Jackson, man.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting because they already have changed so much about Fury, because we still don't truly know when it was Fury and when it was Talos.
It's
We
talked
don't
about.
know.
We will find that out.
Oh, really? We'll find out when. I feel like we have to. We
will.
have to get a definitive answer, and they have to be very careful with it so it doesn't create any plot holes.
100%.
What I hope from it in the whole, Nick Fury timeline, I hope they don't take away from him, because he assembled the Avengers. He was the reason why a lot of things happened in the MCU. So I hope they don't take that away from him and kind of just give it to Talos, because Talos wasn't a good Fury. He wasn't. He messed up a lot in Far From Home. So I feel like you can't just rewrite that and make it to where he was the guy that put everything together in Age of Ultron, even though you have the bread cut diagonally. Like I don't know. I just
slight, probably didn't even think about it moment in recording that might, in my opinion, that has to be it. And with how detailed they are about certain Easter eggs and trying to make like these fan theories like relevant, I feel like that's something they would love to expand on, especially after just like seeing all three Spider-Man in No Way Home, or things that fans are like quote unquote requesting.
Yeah.
To me, that would make the most sense.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think one of the things is, if he was gone before Infinity War, we might have a glimpse at what we saw, quote, Fury vanish. Well, Fury and Maria vanished during Infinity War, right? And I feel like that, I truly think that was them, because if it was these scrolls, she wouldn't have said Nick. She would have called him Talos. What's going on? Like she wouldn't have.
And he wouldn't have dropped motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
As he's floating away. Literally the most famous Sam Jackson thing ever.
Exactly.
That was him.
It was. Let's say that was them, though, which I don't think it was. Maybe there is a chance that Fury was not snapped away and that he was on that ship the whole time. So I think there is a lot to explore with Secret Invasion, and with how big that is in the comics. I was good. My brain was telling me to say it, so I can't not say it now. I am super excited about Secret Invasion.
I am too excited.
Yes, sir. Next, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I don't know. How do you feel about this? I'm a little bittersweet about this one.
I mean, I have no idea what to expect, bro. My biggest question is Thor going to be in this? Is Love and Thor going to be in this? So to me, that's once we find that out, I feel like it's going to give us a much better idea of like what journey they're going to be on. I'm also, and we'll get into it here shortly when we talk about I Am Groot, which
Oh, that's not on the list, actually.
Yeah, it actually was not talked about, huh?
Yeah, they did a little teaser, which we have not watched. We
Mm-mm.
should. I mean, honestly, we could do a little reaction live if you wanted to. I don't care if we do or not.
Sure, we'll get
But
into it like after the
yeah,
fact.
go
But
ahead.
but with that being popular and us not knowing for who's going to die in this Guardians film, I don't really know, man. I don't understand what the future of the Guardians is looking like.
Well, as far as I've seen, like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is the
Is it?
last installment of this,
Hmm.
franchise. So I am expecting significant casualties, unfortunately.
Yikes.
I don't want to see it, but everything has to come to an end. I don't necessarily see Chris Pratt coming back after Guardians 3. I don't
Yeah,
see,
I feel like Star-Lord just kind of served his purpose.
maybe, but he's also
What's kind of sad to think about is that going forward, death is going to be a much more common part of the MCU.
it has to be.
It's going to be.
Unfortunately.
There's no question.
But or it could also kind of be like Steve Rogers. We didn't see him die, but we know he's gone. So that's how it could kind of play out. We don't need to see everybody die for us to know that they're gone.
Sure.
But going off
No
of
one's ever really
Star-Lord,
gone.
exactly. I love that. Chris Pratt said something about a franchise that he knows and loves coming to an end.
Jurassic World.
Thing is, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Jurassic World, that's the last, as far as I know, that's the last of the Jurassic World trilogies, in the Jurassic World trilogy, or else it wouldn't be a trilogy. But he could be talking about that, which I hope he is. I always, unless, as long as they do the death right, I'm fine with it. Tony, it was his time. Cap, it was his time. As long as they do Star-Lord's death at the appropriate time, that's fine. But,
Mhm.
I'm always down to see these heroes
At the same
keep
time,
on
bro, I
keeping
don't think
on.
it's out of the question for an alternate variant Gamora to come back and for Peter and Gamora to finally have their life together.
Yeah, but it could be like a Steve Peggy situation where they're always meant to be, but that's not something that we necessarily have to see.
Sure.
It's an unspoken thing. But that's pretty much all I have about Guardians 3, other than I also have seen that Rocket is gonna die. So
There's the theory about the colors of the logos.
yeah.
In the first one, it was brown and green, and that was Groot's death. In the second one, it was blue and red. That was Yondu's death. And this one is like brown and like yellow, purple,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that's Rocket. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
We'll see. Next, Echo. I am super excited about Echo. We saw Maya pretty consistently throughout the Hawkeye series. You and I really enjoyed Hawkeye. You can check out our reactions. We were hype. And the fact that we got Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin was incredible.
Huge.
And now the fact that we know that Daredevil is returning in Echo. It's been confirmed that he's returning, with Kingpin being such a pivotal part in Echo's story. I assume that he's in it. That may or may not have been confirmed, but I would very much assume that he's in it as well, especially if Daredevil is. So me liking Daredevil, loving Daredevil as much as I do now, after finally, watching the Netflix original shows, I can't wait to see him and Spider-Man head up the street level heroes. I can't wait,
buddy.
And
Buddy.
I feel like, I don't know.
While we're on that topic, Kevin Feige also said that MCU Spider-Man 4 will be a part of Phase 5.
Did he? I didn't see that.
That's my understanding.
I believe it.
That's my understanding. So that's going to be huge, bro. During the little reaction we did earlier, you mentioned the yellow suit that Daredevil's going to be wearing. I understand that. But from what
did you understand?
So I've heard that he's going to be wearing that.
Did you not watch the trailer I told you to watch?
No.
She-Hulk.
Oh my God, I forgot, bro.
Dude, yes. Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
At the end of She-Hulk, Daredevil pops up in his yellow suit. Charlie Cox.
I will go watch
there.
that right after this.
Dude,
I can't believe I forgot about it, bro.
I somehow missed it, and I was playing Fortnite with my buddy, and he said, "Yo, so how about Daredevil?" And I was like, "What about him?" He's like, "She-Hulk." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, the trailer." I was like, "Shit!" I was like, "I did not know that." It was the same day that we did the Wakanda Forever trailer reaction, man, and I just unfortunately I had it spoiled, so I just watched it there on the spot. I'm kind of like She-Hulk is kind of here and there for me. Like I'm excited for it because it's Marvel, but it's not the most anticipated thing for me by far. But now that Daredevil's in it, I'm super excited to see him again.
Well, especially with her being an attorney, there's bound to be some crossover there.
Yeah.
So that'll be really cool. No, I'm gonna 100% go watch that trailer. I feel like a dumbass for forgetting about it again because I was at work when it dropped.
Both did.
And
yeah, same.
Completely forgot about it. That's super unfortunate, but
yeah. All right, so Loki season 2, not a lot
already
to talk
filming.
about.
That's hype.
Yeah. Not a lot to talk about. The Marvels, obviously we're gonna get Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel. I would say Monica Rambeau.
I'm assuming,
yeah. So it's gonna be an awesome movie. I actually I am excited for it. I know the Marvels. I know that Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel have both gotten a lot of flack, but I am super excited about this movie. So that'll be a good one.
There's one more for the count.
One more, yeah. Blade. This is going to be insane.
Unreal.
What's interesting is with these Netflix series, I'm currently watching through Daredevil. I've watched Daredevil. I'm currently watching through Luke Cage. And I'm watching them in order. I've watched Daredevil through, but now I'm watching them all in order, right? I'm currently on Luke Cage season 1. Marshala Ali, who is Blade, he's the main antagonist in Luke Cage.
Oh.
So, yeah, he's Cottonmouth. So
okay.
I'm kind of curious if all of the Netflix series are now canon or if it's strictly just Daredevil, which I would assume if Daredevil is, the rest are because he's in Defenders. But yeah, I'm super excited for Blade.
Every single answer, every single loophole or plot hole that we see can be answered by one thing going forward. Variants, bro.
It can. But the thing is it's different though, because there's that big theory going on right now that the Daredevil series and everything that happened in the Netflix verse, if we should call it that happened during the snap because our heroes were gone and people needed to rise up. But the only thing that is hard is because I'm watching. I just finished Jessica Jones like 3 days ago, and I'm through the first few episodes of Luke Cage. They mention New York. They mention Avengers 1 pretty consistently, but they never say that. They never say Captain America or Thor or Hulk. They reference it as the incident in New York. These shows are in New York. So they reference it as the incident and aliens and the guy with the shield, a magic hammer, the big green guy. Yeah. So these shows came after Avengers. So you can tell that Marvel was trying to keep it a little MCU canon.
Right.
But they kind of had to stray away. So I don't know. If they're going to include all these in our MCU timeline moving forward, they have to be super careful. But going back to Blade, when I think I'm going to say I'm super excited now, I don't want to say it. I'm very anticipating this Blade movie. But
one thing that I heard is that Anthony Starr, I don't know if you've seen The Boys, but he plays Homelander, is supposedly cast as Dracula.
Oh, I have seen that.
So that'll be cool.
I don't know who he is.
Have you seen The Boys?
No, I want to.
Super good, bro. You'd like it a lot.
After I get through the Netflix Marvel shows, I want to watch the Boys. Why did I say it like that? The Boys. I want to watch The Boys and Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, I want to watch those. Both are very good.
I've heard. But yeah, Marshala Ali so far has killed his role in Luke Cage, which he's the antagonist.
Do you think we'll see Kit Harington's character? What is it, Black Knight, in Blade at
Yeah,
all?
I would assume.
Probably,
I would
right?
assume because we already had Marshala Ali's voice in Eternals, so I would
Right.
assume so.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. More of these. What was the MCU because there were like 7 MCU branches. It's like Street,
Cosmic,
Universal, or Space,
multiversal.
Multiversal. What is like the Moon Knight Blade? That is one, and I can't remember what it was.
It wasn't it wasn't like mythology, but it was like
No, it was. You're on the right track though.
something along those lines.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, but
so I looked it up real quick, and the 7 categories are Spider-Man, which is still sick that it's its own character. Street, which I guess Spider-Man will actually be a part of now. Young
Yeah.
Avengers,
Yep.
Cosmic, Multiversal, and Supernatural.
Supernatural. That's it. Okay, so yeah, I'm excited for Blade to be a part of that supernatural realm. But yeah, really cool. Ironheart. We're gonna get her in Wakanda Forever.
The only thing we've seen of her so far is her knocking that out, but we saw the Funko Pop too, and we're big Funko Pop guys, as always mentioned. But hers looks
Oh, yeah, I
really
did.
cool. So
Yeah.
I imagine her little suit that she's gonna make is gonna be sick.
You caught me mid sip. Yeah, no, agreed. Very, very strong Tony Stark vibes because she's pounding on the metal in the Wakanda Forever trailer. I don't have too much to say about Ironheart. It just is nice to see the Iron Man legacy continue.
Right.
We didn't get anything about Armor Wars, but either the producer or the director, he made it known. I can't remember if it was in a tweet or something else, but he said, I know it wasn't announced, but just to calm everybody's nerves, Armor Wars is still happening. It is still happening. So that was
odds
nice.
are
I would assume
phase 6.
phase 6, which is, I'm fine with that. Introduce Ironheart, maybe have her go down her path of not knowing where she fits into the universe, and then Rhodey, War Machine, have him step in and kind of mentor her, having Tony's
knowledge,
a portion of
and
Tony's knowledge. Yeah. I don't know.
Kind of continuing the legacy, man. Like you said a minute ago, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Agatha, Coven of Chaos. Now you mentioned as well that this is it
They changed the name, so it was House of Harkness. Now it's Coven of Chaos. I like the name change.
I do too. I think
it's really cool.
I think
that brings back the chance of Wanda coming back a little bit more than before.
I think Wanda's going to come back either way, 100%, in my opinion. What I don't know. It's weird. Like Agatha, Coven of Chaos. Obviously, this happens in like the 1600s, so I'm not sure where we can go from there. I personally, I don't know.
Witchcraft, anything is possible, bro.
It is, but I guess I personally don't care that much about Agatha to have a whole series about her. We're gonna be live.
I know a lot of people like are really excited about that. Like she's one of their favorite villains for a lot of people, and I think that's gonna be sick.
I'm sure because you get the people that really dig like the witch stuff, and that really hasn't been too
it's a brand new aspect.
MCU. Yeah. So I get that. And that's why I said, for me, it's not one of the ones where I super really care about learning her backstory. Because she's a witch, like it is what it is.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm sure it's going to be a good show. We're going to wake up at 2 a.m. to watch it. So, we'll be here. All right. For some reason, they went to Captain America, New World Order, and then Daredevil, even though Daredevil is in the middle. So I'm not sure about that.
I think that might be because Cap was already announced. Like we knew there was going to be one, but the big news about Daredevil. Yeah, go ahead.
What I think is looking at it on the timeline, I think maybe this is in timeline order. So you go, even though in the video it was announced Agatha, Cap, Daredevil, on the timeline, it's Agatha, which Agatha should be centuries in the past, but it's going to be Daredevil will be before Captain America.
But it'll
in the MCU
come
timeline.
out, actually.
Yes.
I got you.
So let's talk about Daredevil and then finish off with Cap.
Okay.
Daredevil, I cannot wait. I don't know.
18 episodes.
18 episodes.
Wow, bro.
I think
To me,
in
with
Marvel,
that much opportunity might be a time to tie the defenders back in, because what
maybe.
else are they gonna do? Like, he's gonna hunt
Well,
down
I don't know.
Kingpin for
Think of it
18
this way.
episodes? No way, bro.
Think of it this way. Daredevil seasons are 13 episodes long,
Mhm.
and they're truly an hour long. They're not 35 minutes and 10 minutes of credits. They are an hour long. So if you break this down, I assume that even though it's 18 episodes, they're going to be like the 37 to 43-minute episodes instead of the 58-minute episodes. It's going to be, even though it's 5 more episodes, I feel like it's going to be about the same amount of time as the original Daredevil series. And we've seen what can happen in that. Well, you haven't yet.
I'm working on it.
He's working on it right now. I think that would be super cool to introduce the Defenders back into it. I haven't gotten to the Defenders yet, but I love Daredevil. I did enjoy Jessica Jones. It was interesting. Luke Cage, I'm a fan of him so far. So I can't complain. I'm sure I'm going to love the Defenders, and I would love to see them pop up in Daredevil. But we have confirmed that Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio are reprising their respective roles in this. So judging on how Daredevil ended, there's a lot of room to grow from there.
Yeah, baby.
I'm super excited about that. 18 episodes. And
That's a lot, bro. Feige got hype about it.
He did. Well, because all their series are 6 episodes at 7 episodes. It's, they always leave us wanting more,
Right. If 6, like Kenobi, for instance, felt so short. Like 6 episodes,
it was a
but
month
like,
long.
I know, man. I wish it was almost stretched out, but like, that's why I'm very much looking forward to Daredevil. It's going to last a while.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. And I'm sure you'll love this, but maybe there's a chance that they make a mini deal with Sony and we get some Spider-Man appearances. I don't think it's out of the question. Bro.
Something has to be working there.
And the thing is with all the flops of the Sonyverse,
Morbius.
It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time.
They can't. Sony cannot continue down the path they're on. They can't. I'm sorry. Like, if they put a Spider-Man movie out, they're going to make money, but you have to make the universe. And they have not done a good job at forming their Spider-Verse,
No.
By far the best one they did was Spider-Verse. That's the best one they did by a unbelievable landslide.
No, yeah, that's not even close, bro. That's my favorite movie.
No, but how do you replicate that in a second one? I hope they do, but Sony's
got another year, bro. So
what is Sony? What are they, like 3 for 12? Like, that's not a good average.
No.
Wrapping up phase 5. No, not wrapping up phase 5. Sorry. Second to last is Captain America: New World Order. I can't wait. As a Cap guy, I cannot wait for this. Captain
that was
America
the episode 4. Of it was the name of the first episode of Falcon Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear that this is going to tie in,
bro.
Yeah, it's going to tie in directly with.
Oh, no doubt.
It has to. I don't know what all there is to say about this, but after the finale of Falcon Winter Soldier, dude, I can't wait to see Sam Wilson back as Cap.
Suit, bro.
He's the new Cap, man. I cannot wait. He gave an awesome speech, and I'm sure there in every single Cap movie, there's been something. There's been some big speech that he gives, and Captain America: New World Order. I don't know. There's not much to say about it. I cannot wait for when does it come out? November 8th, 2024. I think it says. It's a little blurry. I can't wait.
That's not that long, bro.
It's not, especially with all this crap coming out in between.
That's
not
like
crap.
It's like 12 series in between that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10. Yeah. Well, and we still have She-Hulk coming out.
Yeah, and Black Panther's still coming out.
So yeah, 12 exactly. So I can't wait, man. And then to wrapping up phase 5, we have Thunderbolts, which that's been such a big theory with everybody so far since the beginning of phase 4. I can't wait. And I saw the synopsis of it. Let me find it really quick. Hold up.
Go for it.
Why don't you entertain the people?
What should I like juggle or something? Here, I'll like is that Will Ferrell in The Office? Like with the I don't have my juggling balls.
Yeah, yeah, of course. All right. So I don't want to waste a lot of time, and I cannot find it with a basic Google search. It was something like enhanced individuals go on a mission funded by the US government. So I assume we're gonna see Valentina Allegra.
There's a good chance we see Agent Venom for that.
Really?
Well, with the little piece of symbiote left in No Way Home, bro, there's a story there set up somewhere.
Yeah.
And sorry to go off track here, but I've heard two possible things. One, they could tie back into the Thunderbolts, or two, that Tom's suit may get infected and that Toby and Andrew have to fight him. But that would be absolutely unreal. And I could see something along those lines happening in Secret Wars, but we'll get there here shortly. I would not mind seeing Agent Venom. The symbiote's going to be tied in more way than one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
More ways than one, in my genuine opinion. It's a huge missed opportunity, if not, and that's a great way to do it.
Yeah, no, 100%. So that wraps up phase 5. Let me pull up the picture for phase 6, because that is what I am working off of for phase 5. There wasn't a lot introduced for phase 6. We have 3 movies,
but they're huge.
They're huge. We have Fantastic Four. Finally, I'm trying to look. This is okay. Sorry. Fantastic Four is November 8th, 2024. So why can I not? Captain America is May 3rd, 2024.
There you go.
Wow. So we're going to get Cap in May, Thunderbolts in July, and then go right into phase 6 with Fantastic Four in November.
Wow, bro. That's nuts.
July, August, September, October. We're going to go 3 months without Marvel content. That is unheard of now.
That's as of right now, bro. Odds are stuff will be filled in. These are just movies. There's going to be so much more.
These are not just movies.
Announced. No, I'm talking of phase 6. So in between that, there's there is some other stuff coming out.
There is one thing coming out between Avengers, RIP. Not really though. Between Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, there is one thing coming out fall 2024. So November 8th, Fantastic Four, the long-awaited return.
I've seen some casting rumors, but who knows how relevant that is. So one thing I would be excited about is my girlfriend and I just watched through the Stranger Things, and we loved the character of what's his name? Of Steve. He's awesome. His actor is supposed to be Human Torch, so we're super pumped about that. But yeah, moving on. Do we want to get into the Avengers stuff?
Of course. Hold on. I'm looking up Steve as Stranger Things.
What's his name?
Steve Harrington.
Yeah. What's his actor's name?
I don't know. Okay. Yeah. I saw somebody say something about how Steve Harrington should play Peter Parker. And they said, yo, his head would look like a Funko Pop in the Spidey suit.
It does.
That's so true, bro, because his head is so square. He would absolutely look like a Funko Pop. Like you put the Spidey mask on him, it's
a square, bro.
Dude, that's incredible. Like that's awesome seeing. I hope Steve doesn't get too mad at us that we called him a square though. All right. The 2 big ones on the list, and then we'll get into Mr. Wallcrawler Pops over here. Avengers, the Kang Dynasty.
Wow, bro. So I've heard some theories about this, dude. One of them is the fact that the reason they're calling it the Kang Dynasty is that we're going to get so many different variants attacking Earth at the exact same time, and that the Avengers, Thunderbolts and all these heroes, defenders are going to team up with the
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four. And what are the beasts in Eternals? What are they called?
Oh, variant.
Not
Deviants.
variant, deviants. The deviants are going to be involved, and that other variants from all these other places are going to be come to this universe to help fight Kang. And as they're all being destroyed, all the Kangs are dying. The like elite Kang, like head Kang, as his dying motive is that he transports everybody to Battle World and sets up Secret Wars.
Yo. I can't wait, bro.
Oh my God.
Dude. Well, May 2nd, 2025.
It's, to be honest, bro, it's given me Infinity War Endgame vibes. Like
it has to. They have to.
Oh my God, they have to do it again.
All right, but here's the problem. Iron Man came out in 2020. I was about to say Iron Man came out in 2028. Iron Man came out in 2008, and it took them 11 years to get to Avengers Endgame. 11 years to get to 2019 Avengers Endgame, where it was all said and done. You end that. Avengers Secret War comes out November 7th, 2025. We're getting 2 Avengers movies in 1 year. Within May, January, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Within 7 months, 2 Avengers movies.
Wow.
It gets me worried. Slow down. Where do you go from there? But like, I'm sure, we still have yet to see Doctor Doom, Galactus, all them. But, it took us 11 years to get the culmination of one big bad.
Mm-hmm.
It took 3 phases. It's only taken 6 years to get to the next one.
Well,
and
the thing is, bro, with the way they've gone to the streaming platforms,
the world is speeding up.
It's speeding up.
We're going to be getting an entire phase in like 7 months, bro. Like phase like 10 is going to be a month and a half.
Weekly new series announcements. So you got to watch like 14 shows a week to even stay relevant to what's happening.
Dude, I cannot wait for, and we have some time. May and November, we're getting the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars.
I'm just saying right now, we have to figure out a way to watch that together.
Yeah, that's 2 trips in 1 year.
It's an excuse.
All right, May 2025.
Put it in your calendar right now.
Hold up. May is typically when Star Wars Celebration is. So if we can find a way to do Celebration together, we can just see Kang Dynasty at the same time.
All right. Well, 2 years from now, we will come back to this conversation.
And then we'll figure out what's going on in November.
Yep. Oh my God, that's awesome.
See, I don't know. I'm looking at this timeline right now in front of me, and it's May and November, 2 Avengers movies. I worry about it not being enough time, because one of the things that makes these movies so special, Avengers Infinity War, we watched all of our heroes disappear before our eyes.
Yep.
We walked into that theater hype and we left not knowing what the hell we just saw.
No, I remember literally walking out and calling you and saying, I don't know what the hell I just watched.
It's like, where do we go from here? And then we had to wait a year. And part of it was the buildup for 365 plus days, wondering how they're going to fix this. I know, right?
Chills, bro.
Goosebumps. How are they going to do this? And even between the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, we're getting 2 projects. In May, we get the Kang Dynasty. Summer, we get something else. Summer, we get something else. And then in November, we get Secret Wars. What is like?
But here's the thing, man. The MCU,
like
the Marvel Cinematic Universe, just like our universe, is ever expanding, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
It can never stop growing. And just like you said, with how fast things are coming, we're going to be able to expand into even bigger stories.
I agree.
Because they don't have to fit it into a time period anymore. They can stretch it out however long they want.
No, but kind of part of what I said is the thing that makes it so great for a lot of fans is that buildup. You
Mhm.
have to give it time. You have to let people soak it in. Like there was a year's worth of theories and YouTube videos made about where Endgame was going.
Mhm.
And then Endgame came out and it was the movie event of the fucking century.
No doubt.
And it's like, you have to
The
give it
hype
time to
around
build up.
Endgame, the build up, you're absolutely right, was
It was
some of the
nothing
best thing that we can get.
ever. And I'd say the only thing that might compare is, like I like, Star Wars is always my number one. I think one of the only things that compares to it, there are two things I think that compare to it. It would be The Force Awakens, because I thought Star Wars was done.
Mhm.
So Star Wars returning, I would say that, and then No Way Home.
No doubt.
Those are the only two. And I'm sure that they will be able to do it again. I hope there's enough time. I hope that 7 month, not even 7, January, February, March, April, May to June, July, August, September, October, November, 6 months. They're cutting the time in half from Infinity War to Endgame. I hope it's enough time.
It will be, bro. To be honest, we're gonna be impatient about it. Let's be real.
Yeah, but the thing is like, dude, I was still watching Avengers Infinity War in theaters 3 weeks later. So you at that point, you're cutting it down to 5 more months and the movie's out.
I mean, I'm fine with that though. Like,
think of this. I don't know. I'm not a fan of them being so close. Think of how long it was. 6 months after Infinity War before we even got a first trailer for Endgame.
yeah.
We
I
finally
remember
got
where
a
I
trailer.
was when you texted me like it's out. The trailer's out.
Really?
Mhm.
And then we had to wait another 3 to get another trailer. And then we had to wait another 2 for the movie to come out. It's like, it's the buildup. It's that is what makes the movie so highly anticipated. And I
Sure.
don't want that to
To
be
be
kind of
sacrificed.
swept. Yeah, to be swept under the rug. Either way, this lineup, dude, it's all coming. All the clues are coming together. I followed this peanut to this exact spot. And here, right where you're standing, I found this bag of peanuts. What's
Very
that
good.
from?
It's SpongeBob.
Yes, sir. All right.
There you
So
go.
Mr. Wallcollar Pops needs to talk about Spider-Man, apparently.
Yeah, bro. So I have questions and concerns about this Spider-Man freshman year project.
Yeah.
So what I'm confused about, bro, is that they pitched this like it was gonna be
Tom
a
Holland.
preset movie to
Prequel.
basically a prequel.
Is it a movie? I
No,
thought
it's
it was a series.
It's a series. It's an animated
Okay.
series, but
Okay.
it's like a series before we see him in Civil War. But to me, bro, that's not what this looks like.
No, not at all. As we
Anyway, because
could see on their reaction.
there's a picture here, and I'll show you. So a shout out to, let's see, the Taylor Hancock on TikTok did a great breakdown of all this. Go check it out. In this picture, it's Aunt May sitting next to Norman Osborn. And from what we know, Norman Osborn doesn't
It's
exist.
like the same view. It's the same
It's the
view
exact
from
same setup.
Homecoming,
100%. And
where she's kind of turned around.
no doubt, where before it was Tony Stark standing there offering him the Stark internship, right? We also got a look at all the friends that are going to be in this, and MJ and Ned. Ned is not anywhere to be found. So I find that super interesting because Ned was still his best friend.
Yeah.
MJ's not relevant in there either, and she had to have been in the picture as well. But Harry Osborn is there, and I just don't know what that means, bro. Like,
I mean, I think it's pretty clear based on our reaction that this is not, like, I think saying it's not MCU canon, that's hard because I consider the Raimi trilogy, I consider the Amazing Spider-Man, I consider those MCU canon now. That doesn't mean that that's in our universe, but they are canon in the MCU.
We're also going to get a bunch of looks
adjacent.
MCU adjacent. It's a great way
to describe it. It's in a different, like you said 20 minutes, excuse me, like you said 20 minutes ago, variants. We have other universes to explore, and it can all tie in.
Something I found to be super noticeable. I'll give you a little look here. See this suit right here?
Yeah.
That is the Future Foundation suit, which is the former Fantastic Four. Hell yeah. What up, Grogu? Yeah. I just find it super interesting that it's the Future Foundation, which is formerly the Fantastic Four. So who knows where that can lead?
How does that play in?
There's a ton of other suits involved as well. But what I also found to be interesting is the fact that we also saw the villains.
Yeah. What we have to remember, man, phase 1 to 3, the Infinity Saga. Phase 3 to 6, the Multiverse Saga. We're exploring the multiverse. We're 33% through the Multiverse Saga. It is cracked open like an egg on Sunday morning, man. And now we just have to watch it cook through phase 5, flip it for phase 6, and then fucking eat it and go into whatever phase 7 through 9 is.
Gotta eat, baby. Yeah, but no, you're absolutely right. I'm excited to see Scorpion. Obviously, we got Doc Ock is in there as well, and there's a ton of other ones. So, to me, this seems very much more like the '90s animated series, and I'm very much excited about that aspect of it.
See, I've never watched any of those.
I loved it, bro.
I didn't grow up watching it. I tried to watch it several months ago, and I got an episode in. It's very much for kids, except there are some adult jokes.
Yes, there are. Isn't that nuts?
What about the cancer joke, bro? Have you seen that one? I'm sure you have.
Yep.
Jeez. Yeah, that was dark. But I'm excited because if this one is for kids too, that's fine. Kids still need superheroes to wake up to on a Saturday morning. And I'm sure you're gonna get a bunch of peach. I'm getting my words all mixed up now that I'm 3 Bud Light Platinums in. Shout out. Bud Light, sponsor me. I'm sure we're gonna get a bunch of 30-year-old, which by the time when does that come out?
I don't think there's a release date.
By the time that comes out, you and I are gonna be pushing 30, bro. Pushing 30. We're 26. You're about
I'll be
to
26 in like a month. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna be pushing 30 when this comes out. But there are gonna be 30 to 40-year-olds if it is geared more towards kids, which we saw with Miss Marvel. They're going to be bitching and moaning about it. And it's like, bro, kids still need superheroes.
No doubt.
Not every project is about
Spider-Man, bro.
Especially Spider-Man. If there's one that a kid needs, it's Spider-Man. And if not Spider-Man, it's Superman and Batman. Like those are the 3 that kids grow up on. So if it is a kid show, that's awesome. We'll take it for what it is, and we'll see how that applies to the MCU.
Yeah, man, no doubt. So I just have a lot of questions, and I think we all do. I'm just very curious why they originally pitched it like they did. Maybe it just changed. Maybe they just changed their mind.
Yeah, maybe things changed. It is
also
Sony.
What's odd about it is that Charlie Cox is voicing Daredevil.
Yeah, but I feel like you can get away with voicing things. I feel like it's the same as all of them returning to voice their characters in What If. I feel like that should be kind of taken with a grain of salt.
Okay, I respect that.
I don't know. I feel like when you have to involve Sony, plans change. Because we still don't know where Spider-Man and the Sony Spider-Verse and the MCU Spider-Man, where it's all going, Right. So it's still, there's a lot to be unfolded moving forward.
No doubt.
I don't know. I'm excited.
Another one.
I don't know. Do you have more on Spider-Man? I feel like you did.
Not too much. I just, I have a lot of questions
than answers.
More questions than answers, no doubt.
How do you feel about the new suit?
I like it. I think it's really cool. I like it better than the MCU homemade suit.
Yeah.
I like the homemade suit in the MCU. Let's be real.
Well, you can get away.
It's not meant to be good.
You can get away with more in animation.
100%.
And I think one thing we kind of have to remember is we're still getting into the Spider-Verse too. Or what is it?
Across the Spider-Verse Part 1.
Across the Spider-Verse. Jeez, Bud Light Platinum, man, sponsor me. Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. So you never know if that ties in. You
No
don't
doubt.
know. So I feel like it's moving forward. Nice. I don't mean to get away from Spider-Man series, but it wouldn't be Carbonite Convos if we didn't bring collecting into it. Alec helped me. He in spirit helped me set up my new Spider-Man collection. Not collection. I had to readjust I did a big rearrange on my Marvel Pops yesterday. Moving forward, and if you're a collector, I hope you're watching this portion of the show. I need to make more room for these Spider-Man Pops because I have to be very particular with my Spider-Man collection. I'm not you,
You're not trying to copy me, bro.
I'm not. I can't do all those Spider-Man Pops that you did. You have a whole bookcase for them.
Literally a whole ass bookcase.
Right now, I have one shelf, and I assume at some point, and I'm looking beyond the camera, so I'm sure I look cross-eyed like an MF right now. Because my Spider-Man Pops are literally beyond and right above my camera. I assume that's going to have to grow.
No doubt.
And the thing about mine is, you have the original Doc Ock. You're going to keep it. You're going to get the new Doc Ock.
I'm going to get the new Doc Ock and the Doc Ock for the Sinister Six scene.
Yes. So I have the comic Doc Ock. I got it because I needed a Doc Ock in Spider-Man. He's his villain. I'm going to be able to sell that one now and get the MCU Doc Ock, which is super cool. And I hope eventually I will be able to. I'm looking right now. I only have 1, 2, 3 villains from Spider-Man that aren't a part of the Sonyverse or the MCU. It's Green Goblin, Sandman, and Doc Ock. Once Doc Ock's out.
Doc Ock twice.
I said Green Goblin, Sandman, and Doc Ock.
Oh, there you go. No, you said Doc Ock twice.
Oh,
I thought so. I don't know. I was just, anyways, I got you.
Bud Light Platinum sponsor me. Sandman, that is very accurate to what we saw in the Raimi series.
Yes.
That's very accurate. So that one I'm fine
100%.
with. He will fit in perfectly. But if I get a new Green Goblin and a new Doc Ock, I have Vulture, Mysterio, Hydro-Man, Molten Man, and then I have Venom and Carnage.
All MCU Sonyverse related.
Yeah, exactly. So once I get a new Green Goblin and Doc Ock, that'll be pretty accurate. But we had the new 3-pack announced. Sam Raimi.
Need it, bro.
Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Wait, why do I say Sam Raimi? Tobey's Spider-Man, Andrew's Spider-Man, and Tom Holland. So I'm going to need to get that 3-pack.
No doubt. That'll probably be an inbox display too.
Yes. I have to get a lot of the pops from No Way Home. I love No Way Home, and they will just fit into the Spider-Man section so well. And eventually, I have Luke Cage, Daredevil, and Punisher in my Spider-Man section. So maybe eventually I'll be able to have a Defenders little not
row.
Not an entire shelf, but a row somewhere,
100%.
That'll be super cool. Working out a deal right now to get Jessica Jones and Elektra from the Netflix series. So
those are ones I wouldn't mind having too, especially with all the street level things that we're going to be getting with, like Feige said that Daredevil and Spider-Man will be heading that up. We're going to get a lot of, I like collecting side characters and associated characters as well. So that's definitely something that'd be my alley as well.
Yeah, definitely. And when it comes to MCU, I'm pretty much strictly MCU, but with the Defenders and watching these series, I had to get him, man. I just got Luke Cage in a couple days ago, so I feel really cool being able to add him to the section. I've had Daredevil. I was going to sell him, and then I watched Daredevil. I was like, damn, I need to keep him. Was able to buy Punisher holding Daredevil's mask.
That's a cool one.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But a lot of Spider-Man moving forward. Marvel, I can't wait for it. What else do we have?
Another one.
We have a lot more. Well, not a lot more. We have a little more. New Thor Pops.
New Thor Pops playing. We got
playing
Thor holding Stormbreaker.
And we have
Ravager Thor playing Stormbreaker as the guitar. That was cool.
Yes, sir. No, that was really cool. That was really cool. Exciting to see. I still don't know what I'm going to get. My Thor section, which another one that I had to adjust yesterday with Alec's help. I can't add too many more Thors, but I'm looking up right now. Those were 2 sick pops. Here is the Thor for everybody that is watching. And then here is Gore.
We got a lot of new black lights announced. I know that's a big collection for a lot of people. I think that's super neat.
Yeah.
Something I actually wanted to talk about really quick. This is really cool. We're obviously big baseball guys as well. The New York Mets are doing a David Wright Captain America collab, and I think that is so cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's
super
awesome.
neat.
Yeah, I have bittersweet feelings towards that because I tried to get Marvel Knight in the works for the team I work for this year, and had to be pushed back. And I look back and I think, my idea is centered around a Marvel Funko Pop of a player. And I think there were press releases about Marvel teaming up with the New York Mets for the first ever Marvel Mlb Funko Pop. And I look back and I was like, damn it, that was my idea. I wanted to do it. And I originally planned, when I was outlining Marvel Knight, it was going to be in July. So it was going to be after Thor came out. So I wanted one of our players to have Stormbreaker and kind of be like a Thor pop.
Mm-hmm.
And I see this and I see all the hype around it. And I'm a little disappointed just because I had the idea knowing I could have been I could have been the kind of like the mastermind behind the first Marvel MLB Funko Pop to ever come out.
Bro.
So I saw that. As a Cap fan, and I like the Mets. I'm a Rays fan. I'm a big Pirates fan. As a Mets fan, though, thirdly, I was super excited to see a Captain America Mets pop. I think it's really cool. But when I saw it, it was very bittersweet because I was thinking that could have been me.
Will you get it?
It would have been awesome. Will I get it? Yeah.
That's
I'll have to
cool.
get it. I'm not going to pay out the wazoo for it, but I would really enjoy getting that pop. It comes out very soon too. The game is close.
No doubt.
It's next month, I believe. I can't make it though.
Can't make the trip.
Can't make the trip.
That's
I have stuff going on. Yep.
That would have been cool.
But no, it is a really cool pop. And I always love David Wright. So I think it is very fitting. I do wish, because it is a cool pop, but I wish it was more Mets colored.
Yeah.
Kind of wrapped into Captain America, because right now it looks like a Captain America suit on an MLB pop. And I think it could have been much cooler, but still the idea, the thought process behind it, I do have to have this pop. The thing that I will struggle with is, should I put it in my Captain America section or in my sports section?
That's a great question.
Yeah. I don't know. I can tell Alec is trying to hold his dog. I'm
trying to fight my dog off. He's actually digging in the couch right now.
Yeah. Is he biting it?
No, he's like digging in it, starting to tear it a little bit. So we gotta.
Yeah. All right. Well, Rudy is the culprit of another ending of a Carbonite Convos podcast episode.
The guy can't stand it, man.
I think this is a really fun episode. The future of the MCU is like the first 3 phases in some very good hands. So I'm super excited. Everybody, we can't thank you enough for tuning in for episode 80 of the Carbonite Convos podcast. Make sure to check out all the recent videos and all the future videos. We have them coming out every day, whether it be collecting videos or podcast Easter egg shorts. So make sure to check those out. But yeah, that's all I have. But until the next time you're on Carbonite Convos, like always, may the Force be with you.
Remember, the Force will be with you.